Hi, this is Illuminated Readings, and this is going to be a tarot reading for the sign of Taurus. This is going to be between the week of the 18th and the 24th of August. You might be wondering why my screen is in black and white. It's because we don't throw colours around here. What I see is what I say, and let's begin. I'm getting something already about perfectionism. You're trying to be perfect about something. I don't know what it is, but there's some sort of perfectionism that you're trying to go for. I don't think it's necessarily the best thing for you, whatever it is in regards to this perfectionism is actually gonna hinder you. I think you need to be whatever this is. I think you need to be more authentic than perfect. Okay, so coming into the week, I see that you're quite battle weary. You're very fatigued. Feeling a really heavy energy from you. Really heavy energy. It's like I've got weights attached to my shoulders. Like it's a really weird feeling, honestly. But I feel like you're really battle weary, but you're resilient. You're resilient. You're still standing after all of this situation. You're still standing. You know, like Elton John. You know, still standing. That's the vibe I'm getting right now. You. It's like you're definitely battle weary. You've been going through something. And it's got something to do with authority and structure and the rules. Somebody might have tried calling you out, or picking on you, or in some sort of way, whether this is family, friends, or in your career. Someone's tried to basically stop you from moving forward because they feel like they have more control than you do. Well, they do have more control than you do. They are more stable, and they have the power to do so. And this is causing a tower moment to happen for you in your life. In this week, you're going through a tower moment, and this tower moment is basically, it feels really uncomfortable. It feels like it's not something that you want to go through at this time, but it's happening. It's chaotic. That's the word. It's chaotic. And you're being forced to change, and you don't really want to at this time. You're quite comfortable as things are, but whatever the situation is, it's got something to do with your happiness. Your dreams. It's got something to do with your dreams. Something that you've been working on, and whoever this emperor is, this person's tried to put a stop to your plans for whatever reason. I'm getting here now as you're coming into the week. Without you realizing it, there's going to be many opportunities that are going to be in front of your face. With chaos, the energy is able to move. And with that, you're going to have a lot of opportunities and choices to make. But you might be confused about which choice is the best choice for you. So I see in this week what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a break. You're gonna sort of surrender, and you're gonna allow yourself to stagnate. So you can have a new perspective. It's like you're sort of stopping everything from going forward, or stopping from yourself from making a decision, like a guaranteed decision, so that you can have clarity about which decision is the best, or which opportunity is the best opportunity for you, and which is going to be the most rewarding for you. And I see by the end of the week you're going to be very clear, because you're going to be very truthful to yourself, and you're going to be very clear about which one is for you. And you're not going to make this decision just it's going to be very heavy-hearted decision from a very authentic place inside of you. I think this is what the what I was channeling earlier about the perfectionism, and the perfection is often what was it? It is authenticity is better than perfectionism, or something. I said something quite clever. Anyway, forget it, whatever. But I feel like you're going to be very authentic. This is going to come from an authentic place. It's going to be truthful. It's going to be with wisdom, and it's going to be respectful of yourself. So whatever the situation is that you've come into this week with, whatever you're having a tower with, it's not been the best situation for you, if I'll be honest with you. It's not been aligned with you. So by you going back to almost like this, once this tower happens, once this chaos happens, these opportunities are literally going to pop up. I feel like you're going to be a bit stunned with what these opportunities are, because they're just going to come out of nowhere, and you're just going to be like, well, I wasn't expecting this, almost like shocked and surprised. But at the same time, with that, it's best to weigh out the decisions. So it's good to get into this sort of hangman energy, so you can, I see you've got your leg like crossed there intentionally. You're trying to really figure out which way is the best way for you, and I think you will, because at the end of the week you have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is basically saying that you're a masterful person. You can go any way you want to go, but which way do you want to go is the question, and the King of Swords is very decisive on which way he wants to go. Oh, this is beautiful. So I see at the end of this week, once you get into this position of clarity, you're going to transform, and this transformation is going to lead you to invest or plan something, and you're going to see growth from whatever this is. But it's something that you have to invest and plan into, but you will see the growth from it, and you'll see it fairly quickly, without doing excessive amount of work. And I see that you'll be not guided from external sources. You're going to be guided from internally. It's going to be your own guidance that's going to lead the way. Yeah, and that's going to lead to mastery. It's going to lead to some sort of mastery in some sort of field, and you're going to have increased skills, and it's going to make you actually more determined too. It's going to make you more determined, whatever this is, career, love, whatever. But you're going to become, you're going to master whatever it is that you're working on. I'm getting that you need to be like childlike at this time, regardless of the situation. Don't let these situations accumulate inside of your soul, because nothing is permanent. These are all temporary situations. You won't even know some of these people in less than half a year. or even less than that. You need to be pure. There's a fool over here. He's got a white rose in his hand, and the white rose represents purity. You need to be pure, and I see you almost like skipping along, like, I'm ready for the next one. You need to be pure-hearted with yourself in order for you to get to where you want to go. And I see you expanding and traveling in the future, and you will progress quite far. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but I'm getting love. It's getting either or. I think I'm picking up energies from either or, love or career for this collective. But I see, like, you will be abundant in whatever it is that you're after. It's almost like, there's like I see you looking out, like, after, you doing the hangman, you're going in and finding what it is that you really want, that you're going to actually figure out that, look, this is who I am. And once you realize who you are, you're going to embark with the purest of hearts onto a new adventure, a new chapter. I feel it. It feels very emotional. Like, you just can't wait for it to begin. You just can't wait for this new chapter. You just can't wait for it. Like, you must have been waiting for a very long time, and I really feel it. But it's gonna be very prosperous for you, because you're gonna see the progress. You are gonna see the progress, and you're gonna believe in yourself a lot more. Getting a peace restored. Your outcome for this week is peace restored. Whatever the situation is that you're coming into this week with, where you're having a tower, is not good for you. Whatever this is, if it's a relationship, if it's a career, whatever it is, if it's a job, it's not good for you. It's not serving you. It's not working out for you. Not because it's you, it's because it's not right for you. It's affecting your peace. It's affecting your peace. Your challenge for the week is having faith and hope that you can be renewed. You have the potential to be renewed. You will be blessed. This is what you need to believe. You have divine blessings coming in for you. But at the moment, this is your challenge to see. You're not seeing the light, how bright the light can be. This is where you need to sort of believe in yourself a lot more, and believe not just in yourself, but believe more in the unknown. Like, you need to believe that things will work out for you. Like, you have done a lot of work within yourself, and you're doing the work, and you're sitting in a place where you're being truthful. You're not lying to yourself. You're being truthful. You have the wisdom. You have the you respect yourself. You're not somebody that's taking shortcuts and expecting miracles to happen. No, you've kind of gone a long way, but you need to have the faith that things will improve. Your divine blessings will come in for you. I'm also seeing that you might be, another blockage for you here might be your intuition, because of what you're going through right now. You might feel like you're not being realistic. You're being a bit you're being a bit wishy-washy, like you're daydreaming too much. You're imagining things, it's an illusion. That's it. You're thinking like things are an illusion. Towers happen to me, like, things ain't gonna look up and stuff. This is you don't allow that energy to affect you. Don't allow the moon to affect you, because it's making you feel like that things, what you really want and what you feel like your worth is not coming in for you, and then you gotta sort of conform to somebody else. Got to conform to another emperor. It, it's not, and you're gonna end up having another tower down the line. You know, don't allow that energy to take over you. Don't allow things to overtake you too much. I feel like this kind of anger, like this sort of this sort of this sort of this sort of let down anger. Like you're let down. When you get let down so much, you get so angry that you've been let down so many times. And like, how could this be again? Like, I know this feeling really well, honestly. And don't allow that energy to take over. That's not who you are. That's not who you are, and that's gonna be a blockage for you if you allow that to fester in you. And I'm seeing that you're going to be very quick in making decisions. You're going to be very quick, moving, a lot of movement, right? Don't be too hasty with making decisions. This is a blockage. You need to be in this hangman position, not in the eight of swords, eight of wands. Sorry. You need to be in the hangman energy. You need to sort of take your time and figure out what it is. Nothing, you're not lost. It's just a part of the cycle, part of what you're going for at the moment. You have to get to the other side. The Eight of Wands is basically, and your challenge is basically talking about how you're too quick. You're too quick to make decisions. You're too quick to move forward. The Eight of Wands can be good, but it's not good when it's in your challenge, because it's gonna be like you're too quick to everything, and that can cause bigger problems than they are. And another thing with the Eight of Wands is that to not limit your mindset to it has to be this way, it has to be that way, or it's not right. You need to broaden your mindset, and you will see, you will see a much happier time by the end of the week, because by the end of the week, you're in this King of Swords energy, and you're already planning your next move. You're gonna have that clarity, and you're not gonna be led by anyone else but your own self. No one's gonna be telling you what to do other than yourself. But you just need to spend some time with yourself to get to that point. So just be mindful of these your challenges here, or that that may hinder you from moving to your desired outcome. So Taurus, your end message for me is gonna be, for this week, you need to move in moderation and balance, and be at peace with yourself. I feel like you're bleeding inside. Like you're bleeding inside, not literally, but like emotionally, you're bleeding inside. You're feeling like, things just aren't good. You need to spend some time in nature. I think, like, if you can go near if there's a lake or a river or a sea or something where there's water, even an aquarium, if you can go to an aquarium, would be great. But somewhere where there's water, you need to go somewhere where there's water. Water's gonna heal you. Okay. And you're gonna find you're gonna find you're gonna find light at the end of the rainbow. I don't know what that means. I think it means, because rainbows come only when it rains, right? So I'd imagine you're in this process of where it's raining. So the light comes at the end of the rainbow. So after the rain, so after this tower, by the end of this week, you will see the rainbow. You will feel a lot better. But just be in moderation with yourself. Don't be don't hate yourself. Love yourself. Okay, like don't beat yourself up for the situation. The situation wasn't good for you anyway. It wasn't serving you. It wasn't giving you what you wanted emotionally, financially, physically, whatever it was. It wasn't giving what exactly you wanted. So being more in balance with yourself, being going out into nature, moderation with yourself, and being at peace with yourself is the most important thing during this week. You need to be at peace with yourself so you can sit in this energy. When you're in this energy, you're going to have that enlightenment of what is next for you, what is the next, the next way, the next path, the next decision, the next choice. What is it? You're going to figure this out, and you're going to be sitting in a place where you're going to be transformed. You're going to be transformed by the end of the week. There's a butterfly up here above the king's head. There's a white butterfly. White butterfly signals a transformation. So it's going to be quite a deep transformation for you this week. But it's looking up. So whatever you're going through, don't let it bring you down. Don't let it put you into this narrow mindset of things ain't working out for me. I'm not being realistic, and there's no hope for me, and blah blah blah. Don't be like this. This is not you, okay? Everything is working out for you more beautifully than you can imagine. You're being led somewhere. I don't know where, but the choices are all gonna appear in front of your face anyway. Once this tower happens, if this tower hasn't happened already, I'm recording this on Tuesday. This tower hasn't happened already. As soon as this tower happens, these choices are gonna pop up automatically. There's a confirmation that you're being looked after. Okay. So I'm going to leave your reading here. If you did like this reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. I'll be doing these once a week, so stay tuned, man. Take care.